It's on the tip of nowhere, and while it might feel as if you're never going to get there, when you do, you probably won't want to go home again. If you're into a quiet haven while enjoying sea, mountains, bush and river, plus every outdoor experience to match, then Collingwood is the place for you. Nestled among sea, river and high hills, Collingwood Township is a place to make your base while exploring this fascinating countryside. As each new day dawns, a different adventure awaits the visitor. Collingwood is also the base from which to explore the northern tip of the South Island. Scenic walking tracks of various lengths dot the area and are a great way to see the sights if you're not on a guided tour. A horse trek is another popular way to take in the awesome views and countryside of this unique area. From Cape Farewell, the northernmost tip of the South Island, and Captain Cook's final departure point from New Zealand, there are incredible views all around. Evidence of nature's forces and centuries of battering sea and wind draw people from all over the world. While visitors flock to the area, sadly whales also find it attractive. Over the years it's been the scene of many strandings, mainly involving long-finned pilot whales, but also minke, sperm whales, sunfish and giant squid. The Department of Conservation, along with local people and often visitors to the area, fight desperately to save these ancient mammals with varying degrees of success.
It's really quite sad and upsetting to see so many whales stuck, but it's also a very beautiful animal.
As Farewell Spit is an internationally renowned bird sanctuary, wetland of international importance and a nature reserve, access is limited to companies with special concessions. Visitors are taken in four-wheel drive vehicles onto the sensitive natural wonderland. Farewell Spit is famous for the thousands of birds which visit to feed and nest there. Over 90 species have been recorded, with the most important being the waders. These include spoonbills, oystercatchers, terns, dotterels, godwits and wrybills.
They usually build a program in the sand and find tour tours. They then sever the muscle that holds the two shells together, it pops open, they stick in their bill. Suck out the meat.
The ever-moving spit stretches 35 kilometres with a further 6 kilometres exposed at low tide. It's formed by loose sediments carried along by the sea from west coast rivers and buffeted up by powerful winds. At high tide the area is some 2,000 hectares, but low tide exposes the mudflats to create 10,000 hectares of land. Stories abound of buried treasures in the sand from shipwrecks on its shores, including a case of whiskey and a piano from the doomed Queen Bee. Even after the original lighthouse was built in 1870, there were ships wrecked and stranded over the years, 18 in all.
Wreckage of the Messenger in between these two dunes has been lying here since 1877, and as the dune behind us comes forward it'll cover this up again. The kids here have been playing uncovering it over the last few days, and this was a softwood clipper made in the States in 1853. The decking, we think, and as you can see there's lots of iron in a wooden ship, also a bit of lead. We think it's probably the outlet for the dunny there, that lead. But there's a lot of timber under the sand there, and there are pieces of this scattered over the 2 kilometres or so around here. And there's nearly always one piece uncovered at a time.
The present lighthouse, built in 1897, is the only one in the country to be built on the open lattice work principle. At first, 3 keepers manned the kerosene light. When a diesel generator was put in 1954, only 2 keepers were required, and after electrification in 1977, this was reduced to 1. By 1984, the Lighthouse was completely automatic and the last keeper left. The daily trips now return the human activity to a once busy outpost. The whole area is steeped in pre-European history, from the moa hunting period of 700 to 800 years ago, and an important area to Maori because of its strategic location and vast food sources. It was a major pa at Pakawao, and to it Puponga Point, or Able Head as it's also known. For many visitors, the sand dunes are the most exciting part of the trip. Constantly moving and ever-changing, the sand moves from 10 to 20 metres a year, with a maximum of 25 metres recorded. Some of the dunes are over 25 metres high, and the temptation to climb them and then come down again in a mad rush is a thrilling highlight of the trip. Each visit is different, as the sea and wind combine to expose new discoveries, and the shifting sands create sculptures from nature.
We'll see what's good to look at. I'd heard about the Connelly colony. Yeah, it's an interesting place.
What do you think now you're here?
Yeah, it's a very enjoyable day. Like it. Yeah.
Something a bit unique?
It is. I've seen gannets off cliffs before, but never nesting like this. It's remarkable.
These birds that are out here doing their exercises are this year's chicks. They're some of the oldest of this year's chicks, and they're exercising their wings. And this little breeze that we've got is just perfect for them because they can do that.
Astonished, actually. Words completely fail me. It is just, it's beyond belief. It's just incredible.
I guess I would challenge anyone to come up here and to just shake their shoulders and say, "Oh, I've seen this before," and go back.
These are the things
astounding.
that create the memories that you'll keep with for the rest of your life, because they're just wonderful.
Yeah. We saw the film Avatar, didn't we? You've seen that, and that's a strange fantasy world. This is like a little snippet of a fantasy world out here. Yeah, never to be forgotten yet.
Collingwood. It may seem like the end of the world, but the opportunities for adventure, excitement, exploration, and the chance to get away from it all are endless.